Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your October 2019 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. Alright Scorpio, so here we have the Two of Wands that just flipped out with the King of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra. Maybe they're communicating with you a decision here in October. So they could be maybe deciding something and then communicating that to you, or you could be making a decision maybe in regards to an air sign person. This could be your energy as well, Scorpio. So the King of Swords can be someone who's very decisive. So let me stick these back in. Very, very interesting here, Scorpio. So, and there's the Tower. So definitely could be reading for some Scorpios where you're making a very bold decision here in October. You might be looking at some choices, some possibilities for some of you, but then maybe once you make your mind up, yeah, and this is in regards to travel, physical travel for some of you, you just moving on, moving forward. So maybe once your mind is made up, you're, you know, maybe making that bold decision here. So we have the Six of Swords. I'm going to stick this back in because I want to shuffle these cards a little bit more, Scorpio. I will have all of the decks that I'm using for this reading listed down below. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. The link is below. And this month I do have the Love Tarot forecast. And there's the Tower. I do have the Love Tarot forecast for the month of October over on Vimeo, so check those out as well. The link is below. So the Tower, great change. Can be sudden change. Can be upheaval, but the Tower's not always negative for me. It can go in either direction. For some of you, we just seen the Six of Swords. I'm reading for some Scorpios that are definitely moving. And maybe you're looking at some different choices here. But then maybe you might just find a property all of a sudden, maybe something that you really want, and you're just making that decision very quickly. Let's see here. Scorpio, October 2019. Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Scorpio. If you are waiting on a decision in regards to a property, that could be coming in. Let's see. All right, so the overall energy for you guys, there's the King of Swords, Scorpio, for the month of October 2019. King of Swords, so very decisive. Let's see here, very decisive. Someone who's mentally very focused, determined. He will use that sword if he needs to sever ties with that's no longer serving him. So we had the Tower. The Tower can represent several different things. It can be anger. Let's see what's underneath. Okay, wow. King of Swords, Justice, the Chariot, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles there. So there's definitely going to be, for some of you, physical travel. We just seen the Six of Swords as well. Physical travel. Others, it's you maybe jumping in the driver's seat. Maybe you're speaking your truth here. The King of Swords can be someone who's very blunt, very direct. Yeah, I mean, justice speaks about fairness. Balance, fairness. Maybe some of you are doing what's right or taking some sort of accountability, jumping in the driver's seat, maybe taking some sort of sudden action. If you are waiting on maybe a legal matter to be resolved, that could be resolved. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. Underneath the Knight of Pentacles, I do have the King of Wands, so that's interesting. Two kings here. But yeah, I think that for many of you, at the start of the month, we see you looking at choices. So if you have a legal matter that's, been ongoing. Maybe you're being offered something here at the start of the month. You might have to make a decision in regards to that. Let me go ahead and put down a second layer, Scorpio. And this is really clarifying the energies that you have coming up here. Scorpio, October 2019. And if you're moving with justice, you could be signing a contract, a legal document, a contract. There is the Nine of Swords. So stay out of your head, Scorpio. Some of you are maybe overly thinking about something. You could be stressing about something, stressing about the details. So needing to balance your thoughts, try to stay positive. Wow, okay, so we have some repeat cards. Yeah, definitely see many of you. A decision is significant here in October. There's going to be growth, though. There's definitely going to be growth. And here we'll take a peek. Yeah, there's the World. So physical travel for some of you. Some of you are just moving on to that next chapter of your life. You're graduating, you're taking something to the next level. Others, it's physical travel for you. Maybe you're moving house. Maybe you're moving to like another state, something like that. Could be another country. And that is like you starting that next chapter or next phase of your life. So very interesting. Right at the center, we have the Seven of Pentacles crossed by the Ace of Swords. So yeah, for some of you, you could be making a cut. Seven of Pentacles is you working very hard. You've planted those seeds. You will have to be patient with those seeds that you've planted. For some of you, I feel like you've already invested in something, in someone, in something. You've already worked very hard. You put a lot of time, a lot of energy into something. And I feel like right at the start of the month, you're asking yourself some really important questions here. Do you want to continue to invest in this, or do you want to try something new? So we see you asking yourself some questions here. Others, I feel like you're waiting. You're waiting on some very important communication come in. Could be a decision for some of you that allows for you to move forward, that allows for you to maybe start that next chapter of your life. Again, we've seen justice, Ace of Swords. Some of you Scorpios will be signing something here in the month of October. In particular, that's those of you that are moving house. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles twice. What's needed and what you're waiting on is we have the Eight of Wands here. So communication for some of you, you're moving. Communication as far as if you got the property, if you're getting the house. Yeah, so physical travel, movement, it's on its way. For those of you that are moving, I feel like it's going to be the second half of the month. So some of you right at the start of the month, you're still waiting. You could be looking at multiple different properties. Some of you may be asking yourself some important questions here at this time. Do you want to continue to invest in something or someone? For those of you that this is on the relationship front, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, do I want to, cut my losses, move on? You're asking yourself some important questions. Now, we have the Two of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles at your foundation. So a relationship, significant. A partnership, a relationship prior, very significant. For those of you that are married, this is something you're doing together. This is something you're deciding with your partner. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person for those of you that are coupled. Others, this could be someone that you're working with. You're looking at something very closely. I could be reading for some Scorpios where you could be like evaluating a relationship. Maybe you're married with justice here. Some of you may be making an important relationship decision here in October. In the recent past, I have the Magician, I have the Ten of Rods. So 10 of Rods, you carrying a heavy load, but you didn't drop it. So this is you dealing with what it is that you're dealing with. You're not dropping this heavy load. Some of you trying to manifest or trying to make changes with the Magician, using those tools that you already have in regards to starting something new or making changes. But it wasn't easy with 10 of Rods. So for those of you that maybe started looking for a new home, or you could have gotten into a new relationship, we've seen you prior manifesting. We see you trying to manifest, but it's maybe not the easiest. Maybe trying to find a new job, trying to plant new seeds, working on something new or making some changes, but you have a lot on your plate. It wasn't the easiest feeling, the easiest energy that you were dealing with here in the recent past. And what's interesting is crowning you, Scorpio, we have the Knight of Swords with the Two of Rods. So planning for the future here, looking forward, planning ahead. For some of you, planning ahead. Those of you that started something new in the past, we see you waiting. We see you having to be patient, waiting on news, waiting on a decision. Knight of Swords energy could be you getting a little impatient for those of you that are waiting, waiting for that growth or waiting for that decision or that communication to come in, getting a little impatient, but still planning, still making plans, knowing that you're not going to have to wait forever. Some of you, I feel like you're waiting on some sort of truth, or even like a resolution to come in. So I'm definitely reading for some Scorpios where there's like maybe something legal that's ongoing for you. And I feel like you're very close to that being over with the world. It does speak about completion. Here in the near future, we have some mental energy here with the Eight of Swords and then the Page of Swords. So we've seen that Nine of Swords flip out, Scorpio. So that's really what's needed for you guys here in October, is staying out of your head, staying positive. For some of you, this is you worrying unnecessarily here. You're definitely a little cautious, a little nervous. Some of you, this is you just simply worrying unnecessarily, fearing the worst, and I think it's because you have to be patient. Now, what's interesting is in the position of your power, I have the Five of Wands with the Queen of Rods. So there could be competition with a fire sign energy, a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. But because this is in the position of your power, Scorpio, for some of you, especially you female Scorpios, this is your energy. Passionate, fired up, creative, ambitious, motivated, ready to go, ready to manifest, optimistic. But I think that you have maybe some jealousy, you have some competitors, some external energies or influences that you're dealing with here. This could be around the second, third week, and that can be why we have this fear or this worry, because maybe you're competing. I think what's needed is believing in yourself, staying positive, telling yourself you're going to win, you're going to be successful. The Ace of Swords is a card of victory, but it's victory after overcoming some challenges, some little hurdles, and for some of you, that's exactly what you're dealing with. I think you have jealousy. I think that some of you have competition. Now, this could be it could be with love, but I feel like it's for some of you in the workplace, and those of you that are moving, it could be with maybe finding a property. In the position of how others are viewing you, we do have the Queen of Swords with the Three of Rods. So that's very interesting. Queen of Rods. Queen of Rods can be someone who wants justice, someone who wants the truth. She wants things to be fair. Someone who's speaking her truth. Determined to find the truth. So Three of Rods, expanding your horizons, thinking ahead, planning ahead, growth. Threes are all about growth. And so especially you Scorpio females, I see you incredibly motivated. You've began something, you've worked very hard, and I feel like you're determined to reach that goal. Others, I mean, you want justice, you want maybe the truth to come to light, justice to be served, this legal resolution to come in. Could also be a divorce being finalized. Maybe you and your ex-partner could be bickering, going back and forth as far as like assets, things like that, reaching an agreement. Maybe you both needing to compromise a little bit. Weigh the options. And then here in the hopes and fears, I do have the Devil with the Two of Cups. So we have the Two of Cups now twice. So definitely reading for some Scorpios. This is with a relationship. I think that you're fearing being trapped with the Devil. Fearing being trapped, stuck. Those of you that have been very much stuck in your head. Fearing you not being in control, overly worried about something, maybe feeling trapped and stuck with someone, for those of you that are going through a divorce. Maybe you're impatient, you want it to be over with, fearing, still being tied to that person in some way. Lies, negativity. Fearing even people interfering with your relationship. And then energy that you're leaving the month of October with. Going into November, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. So we have a blessing. Ace of Pentacles coming in. For some of you, it's that new home. Others, it's that maybe settlement offer, a lump sum of money. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords, though, some of you that I'm reading for, you might hesitate. Two of Swords can be someone who's not open. They're a bit guarded. They're not sure. And we see some of you already a little like wary prior. So maybe you need some time to think about this Ace of Pentacles. If it's a settlement offer, you might need some time to think about it. Maybe it's not what you were asking for. Also, if you're finding a home, this could be when some of you are moving. You might need some time to think about it. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting here. A job opportunity. Yeah, I mean, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 twos here in this reading, Scorpio. So a decision is very significant here. Very, very significant. I see you moving towards a new beginning. And very much needing to listen to your intuition here at this time. If you're unsure, maybe needing to reach out to friends, family, or maybe even get some legal counsel about this. That might be helpful. Pick and choose your battles. Those of you that are partnered, pick and choose your battles. Watch your communication. Yeah, wow. Communication, decisions, very significant here, Scorpio. Focusing on love and relationship matters for Scorpio for the month of October. Scorpio. All right, and focusing on health and well-being. Scorpio, October 2019, Scorpio. All right, so the additional guidance cards I have for you here, we have dreams. Dreams are an expression of collective experiences combined with messages from the spirit world. So pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams, definitely very, very significant here in October, Scorpio. I feel like some of you are planting those seeds. You're planning a lot, you're getting organized, but you're planting those seeds for some of you in regards to maybe a dream, a goal that you have. This is what you're investing in. And even if you have competitors, people against you, it's just like stay focused on your goal, don't give up. We also have communication. Effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. So again, communication is what's needed. Watch your communication to avoid misunderstandings here in the month. If you're spending a lot of time with someone, if you're working with someone, and those of you that are partnered, just watch your communication. But communication is on its way. We have the Eight of Rods here. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. Communication will be coming to you. Focusing on love life, we have look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So again, some of you needing to pick and choose your battles. Maybe look at yourself, maybe look at your pattern, Scorpio. Maybe you could make some changes if you and your partner have been fighting a lot. Maybe there's something you could do to help improve this relationship for those of you that are partnered. And if you're single and you want to meet someone new, maybe needing to do something different. And then health and well-being, we have unconditional joy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. So being grateful for what you already have, enjoying those around you, Scorpio. You do have a lot to be thankful for. So, a grateful heart just attracts more blessings. And so, needing to be grateful for what you already have. Communicate how you feel, but also watch your communication. We have that King of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, and they can be someone who is obviously a little less emotional, very direct, very blunt. So watching your communication is important here in the month of October. All right, Scorpio. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great month, guys. Take care.